Imagine a world where your thoughts are not just ideas floating through your mind but forces that shape the very reality around you. A world where every success, every failure, every joy and pain begins first in the silent workshop of your subconscious mind. Dr. Joseph Murphy believed that this hidden part of your mind, vast, mysterious, and creative, holds the key to everything you want in life: health, wealth, love, happiness, and purpose. Tonight, you're going to unlock that power. This is the power of your subconscious mind, a journey into the unseen engine that drives your destiny. So take a deep breath and let's begin. Dr. Murphy begins with a simple but life-altering truth: the treasure house is within you. Every answer you're searching for: wealth, confidence, healing, peace, lies hidden inside your own mind. Most people spend their lives chasing external things: money, validation, control, but the secret is inward. It's not what happens to you that matters, it's what happens within you. Inside every person is a gold mine of ideas, strength, and intuition waiting to be discovered. But many never dig deep enough. Murphy tells us, you can bring into your life more power, more health, more wealth, and more happiness by learning to contact and release the hidden power of your subconscious mind. So ask yourself, are you a magnetized person, full of faith, confidence, and direction, or a demagnetized one filled with fear, doubt, and hesitation? Because whatever you consistently think and feel, your subconscious accepts as truth and turns it into your experience. Just like fertile soil grows whatever seed is planted, your subconscious grows whatever thought you plant, whether it's success or failure, abundance or lack, love or loneliness. Your mind has two parts, the conscious and the subconscious. Think of the conscious mind as the captain of a ship. It gives commands. The subconscious mind is the crew below deck. It obeys every order without question. If the captain says we're sailing toward success, the crew prepares for calm seas and good weather. But if he says we're doomed, we'll fail, the crew acts accordingly, steering toward disaster. Your subconscious doesn't judge or argue, it simply executes. If you keep saying, I can't afford this, or I'm not good enough, your subconscious accepts it and creates that reality. But when you affirm, I can do this, I'm capable, I deserve abundance, it starts working to make that belief true. Every thought is a seed, every emotion is water, and your subconscious is the garden. Whatever you consistently plant grows. Murphy shares countless examples of people who healed incurable diseases, built fortunes, and found love simply by reprogramming their subconscious. One story tells of a man who suffered from a tumor. Instead of despair, he turned inward, visualizing divine healing energy restoring his body. Within weeks, his doctors were astonished. The tumor had disappeared. It wasn't magic, it was mind power, the subconscious obeying a new command. Whatever you believe deeply and emotionally, your subconscious accepts and brings to life. That's why belief, not luck or fate, determines destiny. Your subconscious mind never sleeps. It's always working, regulating your heartbeat, healing your body, generating dreams and ideas. You can use this power deliberately. Dr. Murphy calls it scientific prayer, the art of impressing your subconscious with a clear image of what you want. Before sleep, tell your subconscious exactly what you want it to do, then let go and trust that it will handle the how. He gives a method: assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Fall asleep imagining the end result. Say you want peace. Before sleep, whisper, I am calm, I am safe, my mind is at peace. Feel it, believe it, and sleep in that state. Your subconscious, always obedient, begins creating harmony in your life. And here's the miracle: it doesn't distinguish between imagination and reality. It accepts whatever you vividly picture as already true. So if you imagine success, joy, and health, that's what it will build. But if you dwell on fear, resentment, and worry, that's what it will mirror back to you. The universe responds not to what you want, but to what you believe. So far, we've seen the hidden treasure inside us, a power that listens, obeys, and creates. In the next part, we'll go deeper, discovering how to heal your mind and body, use auto-suggestion, and unlock the miraculous potential that sleeps inside you. Part 2: Healing Belief and Auto-Suggestion. Every second, your subconscious mind is regulating your heartbeat, circulating your blood, repairing your tissues, and renewing your energy. You don't consciously command your heart to beat or your stomach to digest food, it all happens automatically. This same intelligence that keeps you alive can also heal your body, attract opportunities, and reshape your destiny, if you learn to communicate with it. Dr. Joseph Murphy shares the story of a man who suffered from a severe skin disease. Doctors had given up hope, but this man began to believe that the power that created his body could also restore it. Every night before sleep, he repeated a simple prayer: "The infinite healing presence within me is making me whole and perfect now." He imagined perfect, healthy skin and refused to accept defeat. In a few months, his condition vanished completely. The doctors called it a miracle. Murphy called it the subconscious obeying a new idea. Your body is an expression of your mind. When your thoughts are harmonious, your body responds with health. When your thoughts are fearful, angry, or resentful, your body reflects that disharmony through tension, illness, and pain. Healing begins in thought. Think of it this way: every emotion is a message to your body. When you fill your mind with faith, love, and peace, those emotions flow into every cell, guiding them back to balance. This is why Murphy says you can heal yourself of any disease through the power of your subconscious mind. Your subconscious is always working for you, but you must give it the right orders. It takes you at your word. If you keep saying, "I'm getting worse," it will obey. If you declare, "I am getting better every day," it will also obey. The subconscious never argues, it simply acts. Murphy taught that the best time to reprogram your subconscious is right before sleep or just after waking. At these times, your mind is relaxed and the subconscious is most receptive. He called this scientific prayer or auto-suggestion, the act of impressing the subconscious with a desired idea. Imagine that you are planting a seed in the soil. You do not dig it up every day to see if it's growing. You water it, trust it, and wait patiently. The subconscious works in the same way. Plant your desire through repetition and emotion, then let it grow in silence. Let's take an example. A young singer had failed several auditions because of nervousness. Her conscious mind was filled with fear and self-doubt, so her subconscious obeyed by creating more anxiety. Murphy advised her to reprogram her inner dialogue. Every day she sat quietly and repeated, "I sing beautifully, I am calm, confident, and poised." Within weeks she was transformed. At her next audition she sang effortlessly and received standing applause. The subconscious mind accepted the new belief and expressed it through her behavior. The same principle works for wealth and success. Many people unconsciously reject abundance by constantly affirming lack. They say, "I can't afford it," or "money is hard to earn." The subconscious records these words and creates matching circumstances. To reverse it, you must affirm prosperity with conviction. "I am a magnet for success. Money flows to me easily. Opportunities appear every day." When repeated with faith, these statements sink into the subconscious, which begins to guide you toward actions and ideas that create wealth. Murphy reminds us that you don't have to force success. You only have to believe it's already yours. The subconscious mind knows the path of least resistance. When you stop worrying about how and start believing in the result, invisible forces begin to move in your favor. The same law applies to relationships. Your subconscious mind attracts people and experiences that match your dominant emotional tone. If you hold thoughts of fear, jealousy, or resentment, you will meet people who reflect those emotions. But if you fill your heart with love, kindness, and goodwill, your outer world will mirror that energy. Murphy shares a story of a lonely woman who longed for companionship. Instead of complaining about her situation, she began to affirm every day, "I am wanted, I am loved, I am happily married to a kind and understanding partner." She visualized herself living in harmony and joy. Within weeks, she met a man who matched her vision perfectly, and they soon married. The subconscious mind, once given a clear picture and emotion, made it reality. Your life is your mind expressed. Everything you experience, health or sickness, joy or sorrow, wealth or poverty, is a reflection of what you believe. Change your belief and your life will change automatically. Murphy emphasizes that you must guard your thoughts carefully. Every word you speak is a suggestion to your subconscious. Never use phrases like "I can't," "I'm too old," or "it's impossible." Each of these statements plants a seed of limitation. Replace them with affirmations of strength and possibility. "I can do all things through the power of my subconscious mind." Your subconscious is like a faithful servant carrying out whatever orders you give it. If you command it with fear, it creates failure. If you command it with faith, it creates success. You are the captain of your soul, and your subconscious is the crew that steers your ship. Murphy also warns about the influence of negative suggestions from others. Many people are unconsciously affected by the fears and opinions of those around them. When someone says, "You'll never succeed," or "That's impossible," you have the power to reject that thought. Simply say silently, "That is not true for me." Your subconscious will only accept what you consciously believe to be true. You have the ability to protect your inner mind from all harmful suggestions. Surround yourself with positive influences, books, music, people, and thoughts that lift your spirit. The more positivity you feed your subconscious, the stronger and more confident you become. Part 3: Wealth, Success, and Creative Power. Every person is born to live abundantly. Poverty is not a virtue, it is a mistaken belief in limitation. Look around you and see how nature expresses itself: trees covered with thousands of leaves, rivers overflowing, stars scattered endlessly across the sky. The universe itself reveals its law of plenty, and that law lives inside you. Money and success are not evil, they are extensions of life energy. The more freely that energy flows through you, the more good you can do. When people think money is scarce or difficult to obtain, they block its flow. When they regard money as a servant of good, it moves toward them easily. Dr. Joseph Murphy often reminded readers that wealth begins as an idea. The thought of abundance held with conviction becomes substance in the outer world. One businessman, desperate and on the edge of bankruptcy, told Murphy that he woke up every morning in fear. His subconscious faithfully produced more conditions to match that fear. Murphy told him to replace anxiety with faith. The man began repeating, "Infinite intelligence is my constant supply. My business is God's business and it prospers in divine order." He visualized clients arriving, invoices paid, accounts overflowing. Within months, his situation reversed. The same world, the same economy, but a new belief, and the outer results changed. Murphy taught that wealth is a mental habit. To form it, you must practice the consciousness of plenty. Sit quietly each day and affirm with feeling, "I am open to the abundant life. Money flows to me freely, constantly, and joyously. I give and I receive generously." Picture yourself living in comfort, contributing to others, paying every bill with ease. The subconscious mind loves vivid pictures and emotion. When it accepts that new image as normal, life reorganizes itself around it. He warns never to speak of lack. Phrases such as "I can't afford it," "I'm broke," or "times are bad" plant seeds of poverty. Instead, bless the money you have. Give thanks for every coin and every opportunity to serve. Gratitude multiplies supply, fear and complaint shrink it. Success follows the same principle. There are no lucky people, only people who have learned to think successfully. To the subconscious, success is an emotional blueprint. When you imagine yourself succeeding, when you feel the joy of achievement before it arrives, the inner picture sets creative forces in motion. A young architect once came to Murphy complaining that his career had stalled. He envied colleagues who were promoted while he remained unnoticed. Murphy told him to stop condemning others and begin blessing them. "What you praise in another, you attract to yourself," he said. The architect began to affirm daily, "I am divinely guided in all my work. I love designing beautiful structures that serve humanity. Prosperity and recognition are mine now." Within the year, he won a major contract and his reputation soared. The secret was not competition but cooperation with the law of mind. When you envy others, you push away your own good. When you celebrate their success, you magnetize similar success to yourself. Murphy compared the subconscious to a recording instrument. It registers every idea impressed upon it and reproduces it in the world. The outer world is your subconscious record played back to you. Change the record and the music of your life changes. Many people make the mistake of working harder in the wrong direction. They fight circumstances instead of changing their inner state. Your subconscious responds to calm confidence, not desperate effort. When you relax into faith, ideas and opportunities appear naturally. Murphy tells of a woman who longed to start her own shop but had no money. Instead of worrying about capital, she used the power of imagination. Every night she pictured her store full of happy customers. She smelled the fresh goods, heard the cash register ring, and felt gratitude as though it were already true. In a short time, an old friend offered to partner with her and provide the funds. The mental image became the bridge to physical reality. The subconscious knows the shortest route between your dream and its fulfillment. Your only job is to keep the vision clear and free from doubt. When you imagine the end, the means will appear. The law of wealth works perfectly for everyone who understands it. You are not competing for limited supply, you are drawing from infinite intelligence that can never run dry. The more you believe in abundance for all, the more of it you experience yourself. Murphy often said that success is not achieved by forcing but by aligning. The moment your conscious and subconscious minds agree, the result follows automatically. Suppose you wish to become a writer, a teacher, a healer, or an entrepreneur. Begin now to identify yourself with that role. Speak and act as though you already are what you want to be. The subconscious accepts identity statements as truth. When it believes you are that successful person, it expresses it through your abilities and circumstances. He warned against divided belief. Many say, "I want success," yet secretly feel unworthy of it. The subconscious cannot bless what the conscious mind rejects. You must truly feel that you deserve good. that feeling of worthiness opens the door to it. To build faith, repeat strong affirmations. I am one with the infinite riches of my subconscious mind. These riches flow to me freely and abundantly. I am open, receptive, and thankful. Speak them slowly and meaningfully until you feel the truth vibrating in you. Murphy said that faith is like planting seeds in the darkness. You cannot see them sprout immediately, but under the surface they are alive. Many people dig up their seeds through doubt. They pray for success and then say, "It's not working." The law is impersonal, it simply mirrors belief. Hold your vision patiently and results will come in divine timing. Now let's turn to the creative side of the subconscious, the source of ideas, intuition, and genius. Every discovery and invention in history came from this deeper mind. It is the same intelligence that guides your body, grows your hair, and heals your wounds. When you relax the conscious mind through rest or meditation, this infinite intelligence can rise to the surface. Murphy told of a chemist who could not solve a formula after weeks of effort. Finally, he decided to let go. Before sleep, he gave his subconscious a clear order: "You know the answer, reveal it to me." The next morning, as he awoke, the complete solution flashed before his mind. The problem that logic could not solve was easily handled by the deeper mind. You can use the same method for any challenge. Clearly state what you want to know or accomplish. Then stop worrying. Go about your day peacefully, trusting that the answer will come. It may appear as a sudden idea, a dream, or a coincidence, but it will come. Murphy emphasized that creative intuition is never born of tension. It arises in calm faith. When you are anxious, you block inspiration. When you are relaxed, you become a channel for infinite intelligence. He suggested a nightly practice. Before sleep, visualize tomorrow as already successful. See yourself completing tasks easily, meeting the right people, speaking with confidence. Fall asleep with that picture and your subconscious will prepare the way. Remember, you are always programming your mind, consciously or unconsciously. Every thought, every emotion, every word is a command. Choose thoughts that align with the life you want. To summarize this section, abundance and success are the natural results of believing in abundance and success. Your outer life is simply your inner belief made visible. Part 4: Happiness, Love, Forgiveness, and Harmony. Happiness is a state of mind, not a set of circumstances. You don't become happy because everything around you is perfect. Rather, the moment you decide to think and feel happiness, the outer world begins to echo it back. Joseph Murphy taught that joy is a mental habit. When you cultivate it deliberately, it colors every experience and draws new reasons to rejoice. Most people wait for events to make them happy: money, approval, success, but the law of mind works in reverse. You must first generate the feeling within and then the condition will appear without. Begin each morning by affirming quietly, "Today, divine joy fills my heart. Everything I do brings me satisfaction and peace." If you sustain this inner mood, you'll notice the day bending gently toward harmony. The subconscious mind loves order. When you fill it with harmonious thoughts, it adjusts every relationship, circumstance, and bodily function to match that vibration. This is why resentment and bitterness are so destructive. They poison the inner garden. Forgiveness, on the other hand, is the great purifier. Murphy wrote, "To forgive is to give love for hate, cooperation for hostility, peace for discord." When you refuse to forgive, you chain yourself to the very thing you dislike. Your mind replays the injury again and again, feeding the subconscious with anger until it manifests as illness or bad fortune. The moment you release the grievance, you free both yourself and the other person. One woman told Murphy that she had suffered from arthritis for years. Through prayer and treatment, the pain would lessen but never disappear. He asked her, "Whom have you not forgiven?" She admitted that she hated her former business partner who had cheated her. Murphy advised her to say daily, "I fully and freely forgive. I wish him health, peace, and all the blessings of life. Whatever he did to me is forgiven and released." She practiced this sincerely for several weeks. As the bitterness left her heart, the pain in her joints vanished completely. The healing followed forgiveness because her subconscious was finally at peace. Love is the positive magnet of the universe. It is the only emotion that harmonizes all others. To love yourself is not vanity, it is sanity. It means recognizing that you are a child of the infinite and worthy of good. When you love yourself, you stop criticizing, stop condemning, and you naturally treat others with kindness. Whatever you send out in thought and feeling returns multiplied. Murphy emphasized that love must begin within. People who constantly seek affection from others often repel it because they project need and fear. Those who radiate self-respect and goodwill become magnetic. If you desire companionship, don't chase it, generate love mentally. Affirm, "Divine love fills my heart and attracts to me loving, loyal, kind companions. I give love and I receive love freely. The subconscious will draw people of matching vibration into your orbit. Happiness, love, and forgiveness are really one power expressed in three forms. Joy is the awareness of harmony, love is the sharing of harmony, and forgiveness is the restoration of harmony. Whenever discord arises, the remedy is always the same: restore love. Murphy also spoke about family and marriage. Many couples pray for harmony while continuing to criticize each other mentally. The subconscious hears those inner arguments more clearly than spoken words. He advised partners to picture each other bathed in light, to silently affirm, God's love unites us in understanding and peace. When one partner changes his mental attitude, the relationship as a whole begins to heal, because the subconscious minds of both are connected at a deeper level. He taught a rule called the golden key of relationships: never dwell on another person's faults, dwell instead on their divine qualities. What you mentally praise grows stronger. What you condemn you tie yourself to. If you keep seeing the best in others, your subconscious will reveal the best in you. To cultivate happiness, Murphy offered a simple practice. At least 3 times a day, stop whatever you are doing and repeat slowly, joy, joy, joy. Feel the vibration of that word. Let it fill your chest until it overflows. Even if you start mechanically, within a few days the feeling becomes real. The subconscious responds to repetition and emotion. Soon you'll find yourself smiling for no reason. That smile is a signal that the inner current of life is flowing freely again. Peace of mind follows naturally when you stop fighting circumstances. The conscious mind tries to control everything, the subconscious works effortlessly. When you learn to let go, the deeper intelligence arranges events better than you ever could. A wise prayer is, infinite intelligence is guiding me now. I relax and trust the process of life. The moment you feel that calm certainty, you have entered alignment with the law of harmony. Murphy's approach to prayer was always practical. He said that effective prayer is not begging or pleading, it is the quiet acceptance that the answer already exists. When you pray for peace, don't plead for it as if it were absent. Instead, feel peace now. When you pray for prosperity, give thanks as though it were already done. Gratitude is the strongest affirmation because it implies possession. He often repeated this affirmation of peace: God's peace fills my soul, it flows through me like a river. I am calm, poised, and balanced. Every nerve and organ of my body is relaxed in divine order. Read it slowly until the words become sensations. The subconscious records sensations much more deeply than statements. In dealing with fear and worry, Murphy advised turning every negative into its positive opposite. When fear says, I can't, faith must answer, I can, through the power of my subconscious mind. When worry whispers, what if it goes wrong? Affirm, everything is unfolding in divine right order. You can't eliminate thoughts, but you can replace them. The subconscious cannot hold two contradictory ideas at the same time. Whichever one you affirm with feeling becomes dominant. Another of his students was a pilot who had developed intense fear after a near accident. He loved flying but trembled each time he entered the cockpit. Murphy told him to use the law of substitution. Before each flight he repeated, the infinite intelligence that guides the stars guides me in perfect safety. I love the sky, I love flying, I am always protected. Within a few weeks his fear disappeared completely. The subconscious replaced panic with confidence because the new image had been impressed more strongly. Harmony with others is impossible without inner harmony. When you criticize or gossip, you divide your own mind. Speak only what you wish to experience. Words are creative. Each time you utter kindness, you strengthen the habit of peace. Each time you speak bitterness, you strengthen the habit of discord. Choose your words as you would choose precious gems. Murphy described forgiveness as mental alchemy. Just as lead can be changed into gold, hatred can be changed into love through thought transmutation. The formula is simple. Imagine the person who hurt you standing before you, surrounded by divine light. Say within, I release you, I bless you, peace be with you. Repeat until the emotion softens. When it does, you have freed both of you. The subconscious then cleanses itself of toxic memories, leaving space for creativity and joy. He assured readers that you never lose by forgiving, you always gain. Even if the other person never changes, you have changed, and that inner change is your liberation. The energy once bound in resentment now flows toward new success and health. At the heart of all his teaching lies one sentence: you are what you think and feel about yourself. The subconscious is your mirror, it reflects your dominant self-image. If you think of yourself as unlucky, life will confirm it. If you think of yourself as blessed, life will agree. Therefore, build the concept of a happy, loving, successful self and hold to it regardless of appearances. Eventually, the world must mirror it back. Murphy's methods are simple but profound: affirmation, visualization, gratitude, forgiveness, and faith. Practiced daily, they re-educate the subconscious and transform character. Happiness is not a goal you reach someday, it is the state from which all other good flows. In the final section, he turns to the timeless question of aging and renewal. Can the mind keep the body young? His answer is an emphatic yes, for the subconscious renews every cell in the body according to the pattern you hold in consciousness. That is where we will go next. Part 5: Staying Young in Spirit and Final Message. Age is not measured by years, it is measured by the state of your mind. You grow old when you stop imagining, when you stop learning, when you stop expecting good. The body merely reflects the mental pattern you hold within. Joseph Murphy taught that people do not die of old age, they die of mental weariness, of fear, of loss of purpose. Your subconscious mind is forever renewing the body. Every few months, most of your cells are completely replaced. What pattern are you giving them to copy? If you keep repeating, "I'm slowing down, I'm getting too old," you are instructing your subconscious to reproduce decay. But if you affirm, "I am vital, strong, and renewed by the life of God within me," the subconscious obeys that order just as faithfully. Murphy tells of an artist who felt finished at 65. His hands shook, his eyesight dimmed, and he said, "I'm too old to paint." Murphy asked him, "Do you love art?" The man said, "Yes, it's my life." "Then forget the number," Murphy replied. "The infinite life that painted through you at 20 is painting through you now." The artist began each morning declaring, "The creativity of the infinite flows through me freely. Every brushstroke is inspired." His hands steadied, his vision sharpened, and in his 70s he produced his finest work. You are as young as your faith, as old as your doubt. Every time you think loving, enthusiastic thoughts, you rejuvenate your nervous system. Every time you dwell on fear or regret, you drain your vitality. The subconscious does not age, it responds eternally to the images it receives. Murphy advised seniors never to retire from life. You may change activities but never stop contributing. The moment you feel useless, you invite decline. Say instead, "There is no limit to the creative intelligence within me. Each day I bring new value to the world." People who keep learning, serving, and giving remain youthful in body and mind because they are aligned with the forward movement of life. He illustrated this with the story of a 92-year-old woman who attended his lectures. She took up sculpture at 80, learned Italian at 85, and opened an art studio at 90. When asked her secret, she smiled and said, "I never think of age, I think of ideas." Her body obeyed her belief. The law of the subconscious is always life forward. When you cooperate with that law through faith, love, and joy, it carries you toward growth. When you oppose it through fear and stagnation, it manifests as decline. Keep saying to yourself, "Every day in every way I am growing stronger, wiser, and more alive." The subconscious will follow those orders and rebuild your body accordingly. Murphy often reminded his listeners that you are a spiritual being expressing through a body, not a body possessing a spirit. The power that moves the stars and grows the trees is the same power beating your heart. When you identify with that limitless life, you lose the sense of limitation. You feel ageless. He suggested this daily affirmation: "The life of the infinite flows through me now, it vitalizes every atom of my being. I am renewed, refreshed, and sustained by the power of God within." Repeat it until it feels real, until your whole body tingles with vitality. The more you speak it, the more it becomes the pattern your subconscious uses to renew you. And now we come to his closing message, the central truth behind all his teachings. Your subconscious mind is the creative workshop of your life. Whatever you habitually think and feel is reproduced in form, experience, and circumstance. You are never a victim of the world around you, you are the author of it. If you want peace, think peace. If you want health, think health. If you want success, think success. The law is simple, but it demands discipline. Guard your thoughts as you would guard a treasure, for they are the blueprints of your future. Murphy summarized the practice in 5 steps. 1. Relax and quiet the mind. Enter a state of calm receptivity. 2. Choose your desire clearly. Define it in positive terms as if it already exists. 3. Feel the reality of your desire. Emotion is the language of the subconscious. 4. Repeat your affirmation until it sinks in. Persistence impresses the deeper mind. 5. Let go and trust. Do not worry about the method. Allow the subconscious to work in its own way. He promised that anyone who uses these steps faithfully will transform his or her life. Results may appear as new ideas, coincidences, or sudden changes in circumstances, but they will always come. Murphy's final counsel is to live from love rather than fear. Fear contracts, love expands. Fear says, "What if I lose?" Love says, "How can I serve?" Fear clings to the past, love creates the future. When you choose love, you align with the creative force of the universe itself. He wrote, "The feeling of love is the highest law of your subconscious mind. It dissolves everything unlike itself. Fill your heart with love for all people, for nature, for your work, and even for yourself. The subconscious will respond with miracles of healing and prosperity, for love is the essence of life." As you finish this journey, remember, the power is not outside you. It was never in luck, fate, or other people. It has always been within, quietly waiting for your recognition. You are the thinker of your thoughts, the painter of your destiny. Every day you stand at the door of your mind with the keys of imagination and belief. Choose wisely, for what you believe today becomes the life you will live tomorrow. Say with conviction, "The power of my subconscious mind is infinite. I direct it with love, faith, and understanding. All good is mine now." Carry that thought as you walk through the world. Let it guide your words, your actions, and your dreams. Wherever you go, you will take your mind with you, and your mind will take you wherever you believe you can go. The power within you is greater than any circumstance. It can lift you from confusion to clarity, from sickness to health, from limitation to freedom. Trust it, use it, and watch your life become the masterpiece it was meant to be.